I used to work with one of the leading beverage company in Nigeria. I rose to the position of a sales team lead, and I woke up one morning. I was like, I think it's high time I get a new challenge. I need to do something different. If it's easy, Ezekiel for the New Testament, but it wasn't really easy. As a typical Nigerian man, you just have to maintain that be a man syndrome, and I had to maintain that. I was actually borrowing money with interest just to make sure that yes, I send money back home. I am an Ajegunle boy. I was born in Ajegunle.
Okay, that's where we are going to.
Yeah,
exactly.
I grew up in Ajegunle. I was born in Ajegunle. So, and in Ajegunle, everybody needs to survive, find a way to survive. And, I've hawked pure water, bread, and whatever. I've done so many things.
You like this?
Yes, now. I think go bush now, go carry bitter leaf now. Walk pure water now, bread and everything. So, at a point also, when I graduated from school, when I didn't get the job, I was hawking clothes. I'll buy clothes, I go buy second hand clothes, put it in a bag. Okirika. Yeah, I put it in the bag. I get it from Badagry. It's very early in the morning, at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. to get some Okirika clothes. I bring it, wash it, spray it with some good perfumes. And I go around where I see boys, boys and guys doing very, very well. And also through, offices to sell to. My mom was sick and I was going through that. My mom is the closest person to me. 1 minute silence for her. I lost my mom last year.
A moving man will meet his luck, so they say. And as we are moving today, we are going to be moving with an MC, an event director, and also the social director for Nigeria community in Edinburgh. His name is Festus. Help me welcome Festus today. Festus, you're welcome to TBAY.
My guy.
Now you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How are you doing today?
Don't say I'm not God Japa.
And how is the weather treating you?
No, I think this is one of the best weather I've seen for quite some time. Yesterday was quite hot, and today is kind of in between.
Yeah, a bit better. Nice. We're trying to meet you today. So who is Festus?
This one you say you want to meet me, so and the Bible will say, and Abraham met Sarah and the biggest Eve. Don't meet me that way. Anyway, I'm Festus. I'm the social director for the Nigerian community in Edinburgh. I'm an MC, event coordinator and planner, and I'm an humble person. I'm someone that's got big eyes, to discover talents, and I'm someone that has passion to help people, and I also need help.
Right. Oh, you also need help?
Yes, of course. No.
You don't look like who needs help.
Yeah. Give help now. Remember that Ponzi scheme that time? Give help. But to be honest, everybody needs help.
Right. So, who was Festus back in Nigeria?
Okay, Festus was a salesperson, someone that was passionate about sales, and used to work with one of the leading beverage company in Nigeria. I rose to the position of a sales team lead, and also I was an agency manager with an insurance company. And in Nigeria also, I got a nickname called Tiger King because of a brand I was actually pushing with the beverage company I was working with. I'm a social person. I'm a social butterfly, but I can be very, very reserved also. I grew up being this kind of guy that, was very, very shy. I didn't want to talk because I used to stammer when I was growing up. So I tend to talk very fast now. And sometimes when I talk, like the rap,
Now we think it be like this now, right?
To be honest, yeah. So I was a stammerer when I was still a kid, and I had to outgrow that by talking very, very fast and trying to try to see if I can rhyme with my words. And over time, I've been able to talk the way I talk. I'm just a simple person. I'm an everyday person.
Intriguing. So you were a marketer for which company is that?
When you say marketer, a blessed person work for his mother and all those things. I was a sales. I was a sales team leader. I was a salesperson. Yeah. Okay. And I have some vibes in marketing also too.
Right. And then what prompted you to move to the UK?
A lot of stuff. Sometimes life happens, and sometimes you allow things flow. One day I woke up one morning and I was like, this is not what I want where I was working. Yeah, I was earning very, very well. Things were actually good. Things were not bad. But I woke up one morning, I was like, I think it's high time I get a new challenge. I need to do something different. And at about 2 a.m. I took a hold of my, my lab, my tab, and I was like, this is it. And I just sent in my resignation letter about 2 a.m. in the morning, like when everybody was still sleeping. And the moment I sent in my resignation, I dropped my tab and I was like, what's the next thing to do? I mean, I didn't have any plans, I didn't have any focus, I didn't have nothing to do. But like they say, when you're tired of something, you want to do something else. So at that moment, I realized that I need to do something else. I resigned and I told myself that what's the next thing? I'll figure it out after 2 months. And that was it.
Right. Before we continue, I would like to thank everybody watching so far, and thank you for following TBAY. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well as our TikTok pages. And I would like to announce that we are currently at DMC Studio. So if you are in Edinburgh, you find yourself in Scotland or anywhere in England, anywhere in the UK, and you're looking for that go-to photographer, video coverage, and whatsoever event you have, DMC Studio is your go-to studio. You could look on Instagram, they are DMC Studio. Just look up DMC Studio on Instagram as well. You can Google that as well, and then you could get their contacts and reach out to them. They are doing a very great job. And so, moving on, you were prompted to come into the UK, and here you are in the UK. Walk us through how your first 3 months in the UK, how was it like?
I mean, to be honest, I always like to use this word when I talk to people and tell them about my first, 3 months in the UK or my early days in the UK. I say, man, if it is here, Ezekiel for the New Testament, but Ezekiel the Old Testament. So it wasn't really easy, If it easy, Ezekiel for the New Testament, but it wasn't really easy. When I came in at first, the culture shock and so many things, using the right words, trying to understand people, especially in Scotland where the accent is quite different, Yeah, but when I came in, I was in Milton Keynes first. Everything seems normal. I was actually understanding, people the way they talk and everything. Yeah. Then I moved into Scotland after a week, and the accent was quite different. Trying to understand what people were saying was a little bit difficult for me. And also, I had some personal stuff I was going through that period. My mom was sick, and I was going through that. My mom is the closest person to me. 1 minute silence for her. I lost my mom last year, and I still feel very bad about it. Well, that's by the way, life happens.
So rest in perfect space.
Amen. Thank you very much. Life happens, and we all move on. So when I came in, the culture shock, like I said earlier on, was quite different. Using the right word, like saying, "I am sorry." Normal thing we say in Nigeria now. Say sorry.
They don't like.
Yeah, no, it's not as if they don't like it. Sorry, means that you're responsible for a particular thing over here.
Yeah.
When in Nigeria, sorry is just for trying to be polite and all those things. I had one issue at work when I told someone that sorry, and the guy fell down, and there was something that stopped him, and he fell down. And I said, sorry. And it was like, so you put that? I was like, no, I didn't. I was like, why did you say sorry? And I was shocked. And I was like, I only say sorry because I was, having this pity now.
Sympathy and everything.
As a typical Niger guy now. And, over time, I got to learn from my white, counterpart. You don't just say sorry. You say sorry when you actually cause a particular thing. So I think that's one of those things I've learned. And also, and during that period, when I came in also, the weather in Scotland is quite cold, very, very cold. And I like my warmth and all those stuff. So I was in this cold environment, very, very cold environment. My mom was sick. Everything back home was like it was like the world was turning around for me. And I also became sick also. I was sick in the first 3 months when I was here. I had emergency calls 3 times for ambulance come to pick me up at home. And
oh God.
Yeah. Everything was just something strange to me, but this is me today.
You went through a lot then. So you were sick.
A lot went through me.
Okay, a lot went through you. That one saved you. So the first 3 months you were sick, it means that you were not able to work properly. Or how were you sorting your finances?
Sometimes, like I will say, I'm this kind of person that tends to be lucky and blessed at the same time. Yeah, I actually came in with some money, but no matter what, when you start to do plus and minus and you do conversion and everything, it got to a point during that period when pounds was like 3,000, 3,000 naira to a pound. And
there was a point like that.
No matter what you are, by the time you keep spending, what it's going to be like. and your school fees is there for you to pay. So, but God blessed me with some people. I don't want to call them, but you know yourself now. You know yourself. I mean, God blessed me with some people that were there for me. They stood for me, and they were like, "Okay, you know what? Just keep going, and you pay when you get the money back." But the one thing about me is I like integrity. That's my name. Integrity is my watchword. So I made sure that the moment I start working and making some money, also I have to pay them back.
Intriguing. And then, during all of these things, were you able to remember those back home? Were you able to help one or two people?
You see that question, eh? That question is a very, very good question, because why are we here in the first place? We live so we can help where we're coming from.
Yeah.
No matter what, irrespective of what I was actually going through, I was still getting money, borrowing money from people just to send money back home. Because come on, I was like a father figure and a breadwinner in my family. I have 5 sisters. I have my mom, a sick mom, and I have a son, a 13-year-old son, whom I love very, very much. And I can't really tell my son no. It's someone I can't even say no to.
Of course.
So I try to find a way to make sure that, yes, he's doing well and he's getting what he needs to get. And my sisters also will call me. One thing about the Nigerian male, we've been trained in such a way, we've been raised in such a way that irrespective of how you feel, you always want to support your loved ones.
Definitely. You want to show up.
Yeah, you want to show that you are the man, you are
Right.
capable, irrespective of how you feel. But to be honest, I'll tell you, I was actually going through hell, but nobody knew, because nobody needs to know. The be a man syndrome, as a typical Nigerian man, you just have to maintain that be a man syndrome, and I had to maintain that. I was actually borrowing money with interest just to make sure that, yes, I send money back home.
Right.
But that's a story for another day.
Talking about be a man syndrome now, I want you to talk to the men out there, because the reason why I'm asking this question is because lots of men moved from Nigeria, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and the likes, Australia, China, and the likes. They moved into the UK, they moved into Canada, they moved into US, they moved into whichever country where they are. And then they are going through hell. But they are still making sure they are showing up, regardless of whatsoever they are going through. They don't cry, because we feel like men don't cry. They don't say out what they are going through, because we feel like when you say that out, people see you as a weak man. They see you as a weakling.
Yeah.
I want you to talk about that. Give an insight. Give them advices. I want to also learn from that, actually.
I'll tell you one truth. No African man, no Nigerian man wants to be seen as a weakling. I am Edo and Benin, and we are very proud people. Proud in the sense that we always want to show people that we are there, things are going well. And the way the Nigerian male has been raised, we're being raised in such a way that we don't want people to feel that we are inferior, that we are not capable, we can't really do things. That's the culture, that's the societal culture that we find ourselves in, and we try to maintain that. But I'll tell you one truth: it's okay to cry. It is okay to cry. I will tell people one thing, that we find freedom in crying. Sometimes when you cry, you let everything out. The Bible says Jesus Christ wept. Why did he cry? Why did he weep? Jesus Christ felt this level of what's the word I'm going to use? I'm trying to look for the right word, but I can't find it. Jesus Christ wept. He loved someone so much.
He felt humanly.
Yeah, it was human. It's human nature for us to cry. But the typical Nigerian man, the way we've been raised, is to make sure that you're strong. Be a man. You don't have to cry. Being a man means you don't have to cry. You don't have to show people that you're soft. Do you know what? I am a very soft person. I look very, very hard, but I'm very soft. Yeah, because sometimes when I'm watching movies and there's this, emotional part, I cry when I see movies. Story for another day, But
no, story for today, because you're on the bridge already.
But the truth is, that's how we've been trained. That's how we've been modeled. Everybody wants to be that man that doesn't want to show his weak parts. But I'll tell you one thing, everybody out there, it's okay to cry. Because we find healing in crying. We find healing in grieving. You need to let it out. Sometimes cry, but it's also very good to have someone you can confide in, someone you trust so much that you can actually tell everything that you're going through. That used to be my mom. I don't want to, censor my interview.
No, it's about mom. You today. We are here for you today.
She's someone I can actually cry to. But you don't expect me to cry to my mom to say things are not actually going on well, because she expects so much from me, because she believes in me, she trusts me, knowing that I will always find a way to figure it out.
Right.
By the time at least I'm figuring out. I'm not there yet, but I'm going somewhere.
Intriguing. And then, so you came into the country, because I'm trying to walk you through the. We are envisaging this. You're starting your bridge from Nigeria. You're on your bridge, and then you are in Edinburgh. You were in Milton Keys at first, and then you moved to Edinburgh, right? Did you come in to study?
Yeah, I came in to study. Yeah.
Okay. And after your graduation, were you able to get a proper job, the job of your dream? Your dream job, so they say.
I think the only person that his dream came to pass was Joseph in the Bible. To be honest,
it looks like you're one Bible person, because you are giving us.
Okay, I grew up in a church. I was a church boy, and I was this guy representing my church when it comes to quizzes and whatever. So I know so much about the Bible.
Right.
Yeah, I might not be so religious, but I know so much, and I'm close to God. I will tell you that. Personally, I have a personal relationship with God.
Okay.
And so, where did I've lost myself. I think I've lost myself somewhere on the bridge.
Yes, somewhere on the bridge, actually. Yeah. Yes, I was asking about, so when you came into the country and then you started working, like, how was it like?
Okay, yeah, when I came in, like I told you, my humble background, I was a salesperson. Yeah, I developed that sales skills, and I developed, the interest in sales because of my family, where I came from. Okay, if you need to know my humble beginning, I am an Ajegunle boy. I was born in Ajegunle.
Okay, that's where we are going to.
Yeah,
exactly.
I grew up in Ajegunle. I was born in Ajegunle. So, and in Ajegunle, everybody needs to survive, find a way to survive. And my mom was someone that was into trade, and I love trading also. I was helping my mom to sell. I've hawked pure water, bread, and whatever. I've done so many things.
You like this?
Yes, now. I they go bush now, go carry bitter leaf now. That story.
To sell or to just make soup and stuff?
To sell.
You don't do that one before?
Yeah, I've done so many things now.
Yeah.
We don't walk pure water now, bread and everything. So I might just want to pursue,
traffic and everything.
Yeah, the self of traffic. Yeah. That's by the way. So because I had that passion, to sell, and every time I sell, I get that fulfillment, because my mom tends to, use a reward system for us. You sell something, you get whatever. And my mom wanted me. I'm my only son. I had a brother that passed on very, very early in life, and so I became my only son with 5 sisters, and my mom would always want me at all times to be at the shop, and she was like, that there's something about me that everything I put my hand in tends to prosper. If I come to the shop, she tends to sell better. She sell better. And so
better. I caught that.
I've been here sometimes, So she sells better. Even her friends also would be like, come around now, come to my shop and all those things, because they believe that there's this thing about me that when I'm somewhere, people tend to, sell and get profits. So because of that, I start, doing the sales team. At a point also, when I graduated from school, when I didn't get the job, I was hawking clothes. I'll buy clothes, I go buy second clothes, put in a bag. Okirika. Yeah, I put it in the bag. I get it from Badagry, and also get it from, what's the name of this market? Jesus Christ, I'm not forgetting it already.
Is it Mandela's?
No, Mandela. Mandela's not. That Mandela is quite different. What's the name of this market around Abulegba?
I don't know that.
There's this market, Jesus Christ. What's the name of this market? Yeah? I used to get Okirika clothes very early in the morning, at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. to get some Okirika clothes. I bring it, wash it, spray it with some good perfumes. And I go around where I see boys, boys and guys doing very, very well. And also through, offices to sell to. So because of that, I developed that interest in sales, and until I got the job working with, like I told you, one of the biggest beverage company in Nigeria. And I was actually doing very, very well. I was a top salesperson. Yeah, everybody knows me. I'm a very, very outspoken person. So I just enjoy selling, and every time I sell, it makes me feel good. And I try to sell myself also. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So I try to tell myself.
I see that, and then I'm waiting for you actually.
Yeah, I know. You're my guy now. I know you come, but I mean, just take it easy with me.
No worry.
But the truth is, at the end of the day, we are all salespeople. We are all selling something. It all depends on what you're selling. Yeah.
So, talking about, I'm trying to stand on your ground now. You are a salesperson. I want you to sell TBAY to the audience.
Okay, sell TBAY. there's nothing to sell about TBA because TBA already is selling. I'll tell you one truth. TBA, that's the bridge and you.
Yes.
Because everybody understands that, yeah, the bridge is something that you are on right now.
Mhm.
The bridge is something where you were before was on a bridge. You're currently on a bridge and you're moving somewhere. So TBA is a platform that is open, to bring people from where they are to where they need to go to. Because no matter what you're going to right now, someone else is going through it. So
Definitely.
you need information on how to get to the next level from someone that's been there. Like they say, there's nobody that's what do you call it, an embodiment of knowledge.
Yes,
Nobody
an
knows
island of
everything.
knowledge.
Yeah, nobody knows everything. So TBA is a platform that's trying to bring people from where they were to where they need to go to. So listening to TBA gives you insights and experiences, from people that have been there before, or people that have been there before, so that can take you to where you want to go to. But I will tell you, there is never an end point when it comes to TBA, the bridge and you. There's never an end point, because your end point for you, an end point can actually be a starting point for someone. So if you're not listening to TBA, now you're lost, because there's always something to gain.
I believe we have an advert already. You did so well. So when you came into the UK, thank you for that, by the way. Really appreciate that. So when you came into the UK, what were the jobs that you did at first?
Okay, when I came into the UK, the very first job I did, I was a carer.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, first of all, you need something, to make you survive. And when I took up the job, first of all, I was applying for sales job. I was getting sales job, whole of sales job, and they'll probably be like, oh, you've got this kind of visa. We don't want someone with a 20 hours, visa, and blah 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 blah. Those are the things nobody tells you before you come down to the country.
Right.
We don't want someone with a 20 hours visa. And I got to, I mean, there was this company that wanted me so badly that they even had to call me and say, okay, can you recommend someone? I recommended some friends also. Some of my friends that were actually here before me that switched their visa and they got those jobs. But, a typical Nigerian man who will survive no matter what. We will find a way to survive.
Definitely.
And, as long as you don't want to do anything that, contradicts the law of the land, you have to do something legitimate enough, to put food on your table. And I did that. I mean, I'm happy I did that, and I'm happy it's actually, paid my bills.
Intriguing. And then after being a carer, which other jobs did you try doing?
Okay, I also work as a sales representative with an online, betting company.
Okay.
Yeah. The title of the job is a sales representative, but you are more like an outlet manager, because you do everything in the outlet. You open the shop, you are accountable for the monies, you're accountable for everything that goes on in the shop. You work there also now. You know how you be like now.
Yeah. I'm still going there. I'm still going there.
So I mean, it's more like a manager. You manage the whole thing. I mean, the experiences was quite interesting, because you meet different people, and you meet different people with different ideas, and you meet some very, very good people, you meet some not so good people, and it was really interesting, working as a sales rep, which actually believe that this is one thing I needed to do, because it's going to give me an idea of where I'm coming from as a salesperson.
Right.
But it is what it is.
So talking about what I said I was coming to, I want to just give a short overview about Festus as a person. I met Festus from the Nigeria community in Edinburgh, NCI WhatsApp group. And then I just saw this active person. He's just always making sure everybody's fine. He might just randomly call out your username on the WhatsApp and be like, just say something just for you to like show up on the group chat. And then I reached out to him. I told him about, then I was going through some things. My session will still come up later. So I was just going through some things, and then I had to be like, oh, okay, Festus, this is what I'm going through. Actually, I think you didn't see me being active on the group chat, and then you reached out and stuff. So I had to tell him about things I was going through back then. And then he said to me, no, you can't be like that. You can't be without talking to somebody. He's always checking up. That's one thing about Festus. I want to use this episode to actually give him his flowers, because flowers are not meant to be given when they are dead. Flowers are meant to be given when they are alive. So he reached out, and then he made sure I was fine. He made sure I come out. There are times it took me to pub. There are times it took me to watch football, and I mean, there was a time when I was jobless as well, and then it got me the job he was speaking about earlier. It got me that job. I did that job for about a year and a half, and then I felt like, okay, I think I need to move forward, and then I went for something else. So, if you are in the UK or you're in Scotland, let me tell you something, and you need a job, you can actually reach out to Festus. He has all these links to all these things, and it's actually a very good one. So, that being said, we are going back to you now.
So, can I say something?
Yeah.
Let me just add something. There's one thing I always tell people, that the best thing a man has is his social currency. I've told you that before.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, I might not be able to solve people's problem, everybody's problem, but I know who.
Somebody that can,
that can. I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that can do something.
Right.
That's the most important thing in life.
Yeah.
If you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that can do something. So when people say, "Oh, I have this problem," I know who I can actually talk to. And there are some I can actually solve. There are a lot that I can actually refer people to. And once I refer you, it's so hard for people to turn you down. That's one thing I've realized. And like I said earlier on, during the course of the interview, during the podcast, I was like, the good name is better than riches. I like good name. I try as much as I can to maintain my integrity. So so that's the reason why this can actually happen.
Right. That's intriguing. But on your journey so far, what has been the downtime for you? Has there been any downtime? Has there been any happy moments? Walk us through the happy moment and walk us through the sad
when you
times.
happy moments, I know where you're going to. I don't want to. I'm a very, very happy person. Okay, I'm very, very happy person. Okay, I've been able to start up platforms that I'm no longer a part of right now. For me, I believe in continuity. I believe in friendship. I believe in, if I see you as a friend, I see as, first of all, before I call you my friend, I see you as a family. But the moment I begin to see something different about you, I don't like toxic environments. That's one thing about me. I'm a very, very social person. I'm a very open-minded person. But at the same time, I'm someone that can actually go into my shell if I discover that an environment is toxic. That's me. I can be so social. You can be like, Festus is everywhere. And at the same time, you can also see that Festus is nowhere. Because I don't really want a situation whereby, you drag my name on the mud. I don't like that. So, like I said, I've started platforms. I've started a whole lot of stuff. I've created ideas and that I'm no longer a part of. But
why is that?
For some certain reasons, Like I said, if I call you my friend, I'll see as my brother. But if you backstab me, I'll let go. I'll let go and I'll let go completely. So that's the reason why this happened, okay? However, I'm happy because it's my brainchild, it's my idea, and it's moving on. And if there's any way I can actually support, I'll support. A lot of people that don't change to me, that a lot of people will be like, why are you still this person's friend? I can still be your friend. If you do something to me, I can still be your friend. But if I take you as a family and I love you so much and I expect so much from you and you do some certain thing to me, I'll forgive you, but I will never give you access. So forgiving someone and giving them access are quite
two different
things entirely. So yes, you get my forgiveness. I won't say anything about you. I won't say anything about that, but I will never give you access back into my life.
So it means that you've been betrayed before.
Betrayal is a normal thing. If Jesus Christ was betrayed, who am I?
Okay. But then you don't give them access anymore. But Jesus can still give them access.
If Jesus Christ say, if you ask for forgiveness, he will forgive you. Right?
Yes.
And Jesus will forgive you now. But
and
I'm not Jesus.
77 times.
Yeah, no, that's Jesus Christ. That's his own principle. But my own principle is quite different. My one is 1 times 1. Yeah, it all depends on how much I feel for you. If I carry you in high esteem and you do that, it will be more severe than someone that I have nothing for.
Right.
Yeah. So if I carry you in high esteem and you do that to me, I'll just be like, you know what? There's no point. Let's just forget about everything, and there's no point having access to me.
Right. So we spoke about so far we've talked about who you were back in Nigeria. That's the start of your bridge, and now we are exploring on your bridge right now. And while we are doing that, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and if you want to be part of this podcast, you want us to hear your story, you can reach out to us on Instagram as well. And then exploring your bridge now, what do you think about the dating system in the UK? Have you had any experience dating in the UK?
Everybody that actually came to the UK as a single person would definitely have an experience in the dating pool. Okay, as director of socials also, it was also one of my tasks also to create a dating platform, singles platform, and singles platform. A lot of things didn't go on well. I mean, but some people actually, people got married from there.
Oh, really?
And yes, people got married from
That's
there,
nice.
and people got partners from there. But at the end of the day, it didn't go down well. I'll tell you one thing: the truth is that the system over here is quite different from the system over there in Nigeria, where we're coming from. Because in Nigeria, you can actually see somebody on the way and approach them. Over here, you're mindful. You look at a whole lot of stuff before you can actually go and talk to somebody. Because nobody wants to be accused to say to be accused of sexual assault,
sexual harassment
and assault or whatever. So we try as much as possible. The dating pool here is just about the online stuff. You go online, you meet somebody you like, but at the end of the day, because of the culture, the working life and the work and the lifestyle, a lot of people just want to have fun rather than want to take things seriously. People get married. Don't look at the other way around. People get married over here. People go on the online platform and get married from there. Like I told you, from the singles platform we created, people go married. So, but however, it's not really easy because everybody is here with one mindset. First of all, the first mindset here is to make sure that you take advantage of the system. Taking advantage of the system means doing well for yourself, doing well for your people back home, and making sure that at the end of the day, you're not falling short of anything. So everybody wants an extra pound. That's one thing I've come to realize. Everybody wants an extra pound. A guy wants an extra pound from a girl. A girl wants an extra pound from the guy. So it
depends on who wins now.
Yeah, it all depends on who wins, how you can carry yourself, but so two people can actually come together and say, "Oh, I want an extra pound. You want an extra pound. Let's put this extra pound together. We get 2 pounds.
We get 2 pounds. Yeah.
So, but a lot of people will always feel that they are being played, because of where we are coming from. You are being played. Some girls will be like, "Oh, in Nigeria, men actually take care of a woman," but over here it's quite different because we're both working. The Nigerian man will be like, "We're both working. We're both making money." Some girls can even be earning so much more than you, and you also expect that they want to support you, but when you're in a situation whereby you don't get the kind of support you expect, what do you expect? But at the end of the day, to be honest, if you can actually find 1 + 1, then 2 is better than anything.
Right. So, have you been taken advantage of before in the dating pool in the UK? Do you think a lady has taken advantage of you before?
To be honest, I'm trying as much as possible not to go too personal. Well, I'm trying.
We are here for you.
Yeah, I know you're here for me,
so but you have to go on.
This is a podcast that's going to go viral.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm trying as much as possible to mind, my words. But the truth is, it's a dog eats dog word.
So somebody has ripped you off. You've ripped somebody off as well.
I'm not an angel.
Okay. Interesting.
Let's just keep it short.
I'm trying to. And then, okay, since we are keeping that, let's just leave that a bit, and then we'll delve into something else. And then, talking about working in the UK, which job has been the most strenuous one you think like you've done so far in the UK?
To be honest, I'll tell you one truth. There is no job that is stressful more than the other job. Every job is stressful because if it's not stressful, first of all, you won't be employed. You can't get a job if it's not stressful. The only reason why you get the job is because someone's paying you for the stress involved in that job. So you are paying for 2 things: your time, and the stress. So all jobs are stressful. But one thing I've learned over time is you'll find what you enjoy in every job that you do. If you can actually find a balance, find what you enjoy so much. Okay, like I told you, I'm an open-minded person. I'm someone that I find fulfillment in helping people. So when I was in the care job, every time I do something that my service user likes, I tend to find fulfillment in it. That does not really mean that sometimes when I go back, home and when I'm in my my closet that I don't really cry. I cry because there are a lot of things I want. I want more. That's the essence of a typical Nigerian man.
Right.
We want more. The moment you stop wanting more, that's the moment you die. So I want more. That's the reason why I cry. However, I find fulfillment also in what I do. So I wouldn't want to say that this job is even more stressful than the other, because all jobs are stressful, and that's why you're being paid.
So transitioning to the UK, what has been your regrets? Has there been any?
I'll say my regrets is that I'm so far away from my son. That's my biggest regret. I'm so far away from my son. But sometimes you also need to know that you need to also create a good life for whoever you love. Life is all about sacrifices. It's all about sacrifice. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. God sacrificed.
John 3:16.
God sacrificed. God sent His Son away from heaven down to earth to die for mankind. So I think I've been sent down here to actually find,
a better life for those that are bad there.
And those are bad there.
Intriguing. That's actually lovely. And then, in all of these your experiences, has there been any time you actually felt down? You felt like going back to Nigeria? You felt like, no, I can't do this anymore. I want to just go back to Nigeria.
If you don't feel that means you're not in the UK.
UK is designed like that.
No. I mean, if you travel to somewhere, when I moved from Lagos, I was born in Lagos. I live in Ajegunle. I was born in Lagos, so all my life was about Lagos. When I moved from Lagos to Port Harcourt, I felt the same way. It's a normal thing for you. The culture is quite different from Lagos, and between Lagos and Port Harcourt.
Right.
However, there are some certain things that are different. When you meet your loved ones, the people that you're so close to. I can just wake up anytime I want and go to my mom and eat if I want to. But while I was in Port Harcourt, I had to cook myself. I had to do a whole lot of things myself. It's the same thing here in the UK. The culture shock, the difference, the language, communication, and everything. And knowing that
even the weather,
knowing that you can't just drive down to see your loved ones,
yes,
makes it really stressful for you. And I got to that point where I was like, you know what, I think I made the wrong move. That's what I told myself. I was like, I made the wrong move, and I was planning to go back home. I was actually planning to go back home. I was sick. I told the first 3 months when I came in, I was sick and all this stuff. And I was like, you know what, I think I need to go back. This is not it. I need to go back and re-strategize and whatever. But I made this friend, a female friend, a very good friend, in it. Thank you very much. And, she encouraged me. She was like, it's a normal thing. Everybody goes through that. Can you just give it some time and see if you can actually pass through this period and see if you want to go back or not? But I'll tell you one truth. Yeah, I went back to Nigeria last year, to bury my mom. It's quite unfortunate that was when I actually went back to bury my mom, I remember when I was leaving and my mom was like, I hope you can actually come back, before anything happens to me. I just hope you can come back to see me one more time. Because she was sick. When I was leaving, she was getting better then, but she wanted me to leave. She was like, no, you just have to go. You've done so much for me. You've done so much for your sisters. You need to do something for yourself. If this is what you want, if it's a journey that you want to follow, then just go. And I came and I was like, I was going to see my mom in January. My mom died in September last year. I was going to see her in January this year. And it's quite painful, but life happens now.
Is that right? So what do you miss most about Nigeria currently?
I miss my son. I miss my mom. I miss Amala and I miss Fuku.
But you could get that here.
Yeah, you can get that here, but it's a Nigerian thing. There's this thing about Nigeria. Like they say, north, south, east, and west, home is the best. I miss home, and home is not a location. Home is not a place. Home is where you find your loved ones.
Where your heart belongs.
Yeah, my sisters, my son, and everything I hold dear in life are in Nigeria. Yeah, of course, I'm happy over here because I've got people around here that I can actually say, oh, they're making me comfortable. But, the core of a man's existence are his immediate family.
Right.
And they're far away.
So somebody is sitting back home, listening to you right now, and then they are thinking, oh, I want to make a decision to come to the UK next week, next 2 weeks, next month, next few months. And some people, now, this is divided into two parts. Somebody's back home, thinking of coming. And there are other set of people, they're already in the UK, and they are like, how is this thing done here? Can I actually survive? The way you were feeling back then, and you're feeling like going back, they are actually feeling like that right now. Advise them.
Okay. For the first set of people that are back home that want to come to the UK, I'll tell you one truth. Whatever you want to do, make up your mind and do it. Just like Nike say, just do it. Don't wait for people to tell you what to do. It's you. It's about you. Life is all about you. So the moment you realize it's about you, you make up your mind. Yes, get information, get the right information.
Right ones, actually.
Get the right information, get the correct information. Ask the right questions. Because the only thing that can actually sustain you in this country or abroad anywhere is the right information and the correct questions.
Like you will say, in full, info.
If you don't ask the correct questions, life will never give you what you demand. Right. I mean, life will never give you what you deserve. Life will give you what you demand. So what you demand will come from the right questions, and how you go about it. So if you're in Nigeria and you want to come over here, I'm not going to say that it's bad. I'm not going to say that it's good, but I'll tell you to be ready. You have to be ready mentally, psychologically, and ask yourself the right question first. So for those that are here that feel that, man, it's not worth it, that they want to go back. Now we wear shoe and I know where they pay now. The size of my shoe is quite different from the size of your shoe.
Of course.
If my toe, they pay me when I put on my shoe, it could probably be like your ankle, and they paying you when you put on your own shoe. Or another person on the heel, they pay now when you put on the shoe. So it all depends on where they're paying you. If my ankle, they pay me, I feel manager.
Yeah.
What about you? Can you manage it?
That's the thing.
So it's all about you. It's all about individual perspective. So if you feel you need to go back home and you already have a structure or something that's going to sustain you when you go back home, and you feel that you can actually start all over again, or you have a structure that's waiting for you back home, it's you. Are you wear this shoe? I'm not wearing it for you.
But with the current state of Nigeria, what advice do you have for people? Can you tell them that with the current state of Nigeria, it is okay for you to Japa, or you can advise them that no, stay back, Nigeria will still be better?
I'll tell you one truth. I'm ashamed of what's happening in Nigeria. I won't say I'm not ashamed, but I'll also tell you one other truth. A lot of people are actually making it in Nigeria soon. Yeah, a lot of people are making it in Nigeria also. It's all about individuals. It's all about your perspective. It's all about where you find yourself. If you look at it and you say you can actually make it in Nigeria, then stay. When you leave, where you are, a particular location to another location, there's a high level of uncertainty.
Right.
You're not so sure of what's going to happen over there. When I left Nigeria, I wasn't sure, but I had a belief system. I had it in my mind that I am going to do well. The same way I had it when I was in Nigeria. I knew I was going to do well in Nigeria. I knew things were going to be better for me if I keep doing things. But I wanted to leave. I left because I wanted to. Because I convinced myself, I asked myself the right questions. Are you sure this is what you want? And I said, yes. I asked myself, nobody asked me. So you need to ask yourself that question and convince yourself. If you can't convince yourself, nobody else can convince you.
And since you've been here now, if you have to look back, what are the things you feel like you would have done better?
Yeah, I think when I was in Nigeria, because I was working in a place where, money was coming and I was actually enjoying life more than I was supposed to enjoy life. I didn't start planning early enough. And I think if I would have to go back, I'll go back and start planning earlier. And I think, but right now I'll just be here, for leisure and whatever.
Okay. And then looking back on your journey to the UK, has there been any regrets?
Like I told you earlier on, the only regret is leaving loved ones behind. I can't really see them. I talk to my sisters, on the phone. I talk to my son once in a while on the phone, also for some certain reason. And when I talk to my sisters, I sometimes I talk to them. I like video calls a whole lot. So I want to see you. I want to connect with you. I see them and I wish I can actually do more. I wish I can go see them one-on-one, spend time, get a call from them. It's so hard to get called on the phone. You can't do that. It's painful, but it is what it is.
And is there any, people have certain perspective about everybody. is there a perspective about you that you feel like people out there are seeing, but you are not actually that type of person? And you want to tell them today that this is the type of person I am, not that perspective of me that you're saying, or you don't care?
To be honest, everybody cares. Even when you say you don't care, you do care. That's the truth. You know, Jesus Christ asked one question, say, what did they say that I am?
Who do they say I am?
Yeah, who do they say I am? So whatever, Jesus Christ wanted to know the person that he is, how people actually sees him. That's why he asked that question. I've heard a whole lot of things about me, you know, from Nigeria down here, but there are a lot of things that I'm not proud of that I know that I've done. There are a lot of things that I've not done that I hear that I've done also. You know, I mean, for me, I think those things, you know, are the reason why I am today. I'm not going to mention anything right now, okay? I'm not going to mention.
I would have loved you too.
Yeah, I know you would have loved me too, but I'm not going to mention a whole lot of things. I'm not going to mention anything anyway.
Okay.
But the truth is, there are a lot of things I've heard about me that are true, and I try to correct them. There are a lot of things, but there are most things that I've heard about me that they are false, 100% false. There was one time somebody was talking about me. I was sitting with the person was saying things about me, and the person didn't know it was me. I was like, if you see Festus, will you know him? Can you say this? He was like, yes, now. She was like, yes, I will say it now. He even called me yesterday. I was like, for real? I was like, I'm Festus. She was like, oh no, I think there's another Festus. It was funny, but it happens. It happens. People will always try to drag your name on the mud. People will always try to say, oh, I know him. I know that. I know her. Just to bring you down. For no reason, because the Bible said the heart of a man is desperately wicked. You know, desperately wicked. People will always want to try to bring you down. But I'll tell you one truth, irrespective of what people think about you and irrespective of what people say about you, be you. Look for the good in it and look for the bad and try to correct the bad and, you know, improve on the good.
So we asked that question because we try to throw out a trivia just to say, okay, we are having this person on this podcast. So we asked people like, what question do you want us to ask Festus? And people actually told us some question we had to ask you today. And then people perceive you, they see you out there as somebody that is controlling. What do you have to say about that?
Thank you very much. Yeah. I hear that a whole lot. It's common. I hear that, you know, some people say I'm bossy, I'm controlling.
They try to take over things.
Yeah. But there are things about people, you know, there are some people that have got this courage, this charisma that if they walk into a place, you will notice them. I am one of those people. I'm sorry, it's not my fault, but that's who I am. If I walk into a place, irrespective of what I do, even if I am so quiet, you will notice me. There's this aura around me. Yeah, I'm not boasting, but I'm telling you, there's this aura around me that make people know that someone is here. And people tend to feel intimidated by that and begin to say a whole lot. I'm not controlling, but also I'm not going to say I'm perfect. I try to bring out the best in everybody around me. So because of that, I always want the standard. I always try to raise the standard, raise the bar in such a way that everybody, you know, is this way. I'm not controlling. I'm not bossy. But also I grew up being a very timid kid. You know, I thought I was stammering. So I try as much as possible to create this barrier around myself so people don't take undue advantage of me. And that is what people don't really see because of that barrier that I create. You know, that barrier that I create makes people think that, oh, it's bossy. No. But if you tell me that you don't really like this and that about me, I am very quick to apologize. I am very, very quick. You can ask people about me. I am very, very quick to apologize. I'm very quick to say I'm sorry. I'm very quick to say, no, I didn't mean it this way. This I actually meant it. So how do you think I can actually improve myself? Sometime last year, on my birthday last year, you know, on my status, I was like, I put on my status asking people what they think about me. I did that because I went to hear. I heard some good things. I heard some not so good things also. So I've improved myself, and I'll tell you one thing: I'm not controlling. I'm not a controlling freak. I'm not a bossy person. I am this guy that always wants, raise the bar. I'm this guy that's got this charisma and aura around him. And I'm sorry if you feel so.
No. I mean, it's not us. It's a question.
I'm sorry if you feel so. Yeah.
And then we heard also good things about you. People said you're welcoming, people said you're accommodating, said you're helpful, or is an helpful person, would like you to bring him on your podcast and this and that. At the same time, we heard there was one we actually heard, and then they said there was an underlying issue about your invention. It was originally your invention, but then you dropped it halfway. And these people came to you to apologize, but forgiveness was hard. Do you forgive people?
Okay, like I said earlier on, I forgive. The easiest thing for me to do is to forgive. But if I forgive you, the question now is, do I give you access to me or not? It all depends on me.
Right.
Forgiving is a normal thing because the Bible says, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be
Forgive
thy
us
name,
as we forgive
as we
those who
forgive
trespass
those.
against
So
us.
I've forgiven you, but what about access?
Right.
Yeah, I'll cut my access. I don't really give. I'll forgive some people and I still give them access. Depends on the level of how I feel betrayed.
Right.
So if I feel super betrayed, I'll forgive you, but will I give you the access back to me? I might not.
So does that mean that you burn bridges?
When you say burn bridges, I think it's a very, very strong thing. I don't burn bridges.
Yeah.
I don't burn. If I don't give you access and tomorrow there's a business that collects and there's something I think you can actually gain from, I'll recommend you. I still do that.
Okay. Because bridges in this form is like the person is connected to you, they have the access. That can be the bridge. I mean, they can access you. But then now you're cutting off that access. It means that you're burning the bridge.
No, I'm not
That's what
burning
I
the
meant.
bridge. I might cut access to friendship, to relationship, but I'm not cutting access, to doing things together. If the person comes to me to say, oh, there is this thing I want to do, what do you think? I'll give you my input. I'll give you the correct and the right input according to my capacity. But I can't sit down with you and have drinks with you. That's having access to my private life. That's
Right.
having access to my whole being. So you can't get that, but you can get access to other stuff.
Right.
So I'm not burning any bridge, like I said. And if I think there's a need for me to ask you for something, I'll come to you and say, I need this. Can you support me with that?
Right. What are the things that you hate? And what are the things that you love as well?
I love loyalty. I love loyalty. I love sincerity.
What are the things that you hate?
I hate betrayals. More than
Just
anything.
opposite of each other.
Yeah, I hate betrayals more than anything. I'll tell you one thing. See, if you tell me something about somebody, that's one thing I do a whole lot. If you tell me something about, if you come here to say, oh, Josh did this, the first question I'm going to ask you is it okay if I ask Josh that? And the moment you said, no, don't tell me, I'll know that you're lying. Yeah, there's something. That's me. So a lot of people know that. A lot of people tend not to ask me, not to tell me some certain things because they know I'm definitely going to ask you that question. So for me, I just want the truth at all times because nobody's perfect. I'm not even perfect also yet. And also I try as much as possible to avoid, small crowds, because when you're in small crowds, every now and then, and things are said, people will go out to say you're saying this, Festus said this, then see them say, I don't like them, see them say. I just want to be open-minded. I just want people to say, yeah, if you say I said a particular thing, I'll tell you that, yeah, I did. But if I do not, and you say it about me that Festus said this, man, it takes me out.
Right. And then part of things that you love, do you like traveling, exploring new places?
I love traveling. I love traveling. Traveling is one of the things.
I see the way you are readjusting when it comes to traveling.
When it comes to traveling and visiting new places, I mean, that's me. I've always loved traveling right from when I was a kid. I grew up in Ajegunle. Like I told you, I was a stubborn kid. I was always leaving home from my primary school days. I played football. I was very, very good. I played football very, very well. I'm a sports person. I play football, I play table tennis, lawn tennis, volleyball. Multi-talented, and to be honest.
Nice.
And so I like traveling. I like meeting new people. I just like traveling, to be honest.
Right. So which countries have you been to? Which part of the world have you been to so far?
Okay, I've been to the very first place I traveled to outside Nigeria was Banjul. That is Gambia.
Banjul, that's good morning.
Banjul, Gambia.
Okay.
Then the next place I traveled to was UK. Yeah, I've been to Montenegro.
Okay.
I've been to the US. I mean, I went to Nashville, New York, and New Orleans.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to going to Thailand very soon.
Okay.
And also Canada.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. And in all of these countries that you've been to, is there a favorite country? Do you have a favorite one?
US is There's something about US.
Especially in New York.
No, not New York. New York. I enjoyed
New
the
York is
scenery in New York. I
busy.
enjoyed everything. I enjoyed everything in New York.
Right.
But where I really enjoy the most, because I'm this kind of person that I like exploring, but I like something that looks like a shell. I enjoy New Orleans a whole lot. New Orleans was one place I enjoyed.
What's different about it?
I don't really know. I'm trying to figure out what that is, but I felt like I was at home in New Orleans.
Right.
New York was too rowdy.
Yeah,
for me.
it's so busy and everything. So, is there a particular country you are looking forward to? Like, this is my dream country. I want to be there.
I would like to go to Jamaica.
Jamaica. Why Jamaica?
Because of Jamaica. Just because it's Jamaica.
Okay.
To be honest, I like the patois. I like everything I see. I've got some friends, I met on TikTok. They're from Jamaica, and I like how they see life. They see life like life. I mean, for them, life is not this big thing. Life is just life.
Right.
And that's how life should be seen.
Right.
There's one thing I've come to realize in life is that they say, do not despise little beginning. Way back from Nigeria, as a sales team lead and as a sales rep, also working with the beverage company I said I worked for, we used to do a lot of activations and promotions, and I tend to, be the lead person when it comes to that. A lot of galas, and I tend to MC those stuff and, and make sure that I put everything together. So bringing that experience down to Nigeria, I mean, I've been able to anchor where we have, and Joe Boy and a lot of artists, coming in. So bringing that down here. When I came in here, and I became very, very, I became a voice in the platform, in the Nigerian community in Edinburgh platform.
Yeah.
That was before I was made the social director. I was this kind of person trying to connect this person with that person, and because that's me, that's my life. Somebody chatted me on the group and said, Festus, is that you? There's a friend that's already known me from Nigeria. I was like, yeah. It was like, say golden fish no fit to hide for inside river. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you've been so quiet. The moment you talk, I knew it was you. And I was like, come outside and let's do things together. And I was like, okay, what do you think? Then we start doing things and making the platform, very, very sociable, and a lot of people it became a platform where people can actually, let go of their stress. And from that, one day I called people, was like, let's go to the beach and have a picnic. And if you're interested in coming out to the beach, because the sun, mono let the sun waste, that's what I used. Then before you know, we had over 200 people that came out that day.
Really?
People volunteered, people brought food, people brought drinks, and it was the very, very first beach party we did. And then the committee members and the directors from the Nigerian community in Edinburgh reached out to me and was like, would like you to be director of socials and all those things. We had an interview where the roles were open, and I was, given that opportunity to become the social director. And our first event, that we did at the beach, also we had over 1,500 people that came.
Wow.
Actually that's actually one of the biggest beach parties happening in Edinburgh.
In Edinburgh,
Beach,
I witnessed it.
Yeah, I mean, it was so massive, But before we started, during our during the planning stage, because I was the lead person for that particular event, I told them once, I was like, before we go ahead, we need to get council approval, because what I can see is different from what you guys are seeing. They were like, there's no point, because you can just go to the beach. Normal, you can go to the beach and just do it. I was like, no, give me council approval, then I'll come up with ideas. So we got the council approval, and it was massive. It was so very big. Then last year also, for some certain reasons, I was on the down low last year, and they reached out to me during the planning stage and said, this is what we've done. Festus would want to be a part of it, because I left the community then for some certain reasons. Yeah.
So you left at some point?
Yeah, at some point for some certain reasons that I'm not going to talk about yet. But I'm back and it's going on all good. So they reached out to me and they were like, Festus, we want you back. We want you to want you to give us the support that you can give us. And that's the founder, the founding director, Mr. Henry Badagry.
Yeah.
He's someone that, irrespective of the issues you're having with him, his personality is quite different. Irrespective, I said something about me giving you access. Forgiving you and not giving you access. That's Henry. We had issues, we had a fallout, we settled behind the scene, and it was the first time I want you to be a part of this.
Regardless of the
issues going on. We've not settled what we're having, but however, I want you to be a part of this. I want you to give
Don't
us
you think
ideas.
You need to work on that?
I'll work on that. Thank you.
Okay.
So when Henry told me, I was like, okay, no problem. But before I come and give you what I need to do, we need to be on the same level. You need to also talk to the people involved, people that's been here planning all this before I'm going to come in. I don't want to hear about someone to say, I'm going to come in, I'm trying to outshine them and, trying to take the glory and all this stuff. Because that's what a lot of people think about me, because it's me, it's my charisma, it's my aura. And it was like, no problem, I'm going to talk. And we talked to the president, the current president, Mr. Victor Okafo. And Victor was like, Festus, don't worry, we know you, this is this. And Victor, also pulled the string to make it happen. And we had, the event last year, the Nigeria Beach Party last year, 2.0, which was massive. It was too massive. Yeah, and you could go online and see a lot of talk about it. Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, and some people, were, I don't want to use the word, but the arrow word, towards it.
Yeah, the controversies and everything.
A lot of controversy. But a lot of people were saying, a lot of people here from here, a lot of people from here, from Scottish people, core Scottish people.
There's nothing to hide. A lot of people were saying the blacks are trying to take over and everything.
Because,
I saw that on Twitter.
It was massive, over 2,000 pounds.
2,000 people.
Pounds. Oh my God!
You too like money.
Over 2,000 people actually attended, which was actually one of the biggest beach parties you can actually find in the UK, in the whole of the UK, and which was so massive. We got some, MPs coming, for the event, and we got a lot of people coming, and it was while I was the MC, discovered some talent, brought them out, and that's what we did. And this year we are doing something again. That's about some few weeks from now. All hands are on deck. The preparations are ongoing. We just got the approval also. But this year the approval was killing. Approval was killing because of how massive it was last year. Right. But the one good thing about everything we've done is that we'll make sure that yes, at the end of the day, everywhere was tidy enough. There was nothing they could hold us, hold us to say, hold against us. Yeah. So this year is going to be so massive, and we already know that because we can feel the heat. We are trying as much as possible to limit the crowd for this year.
We can't be limited.
We'll try our best.
A moving man has to keep
we'll try our best. But we know this year is going to be way, way bigger. Bigger in the time of presentation, bigger in the time of artists that are coming, bigger in the kind of events. And we're trying to do, we're using this platform as a means, to help people, kill stress, as a means for people to connect, as a means for people to, socially integrate. That's what we call the Afro. Yeah,
so that's like Africa and then Scotland.
Afro and Scotland. Yeah, right. Yeah, Scottish people. So we can actually, find a mix and a balance between we and them, because racism is not a thing that we should be talking about at this time. In this dispensation, race is not something we're talking about. So this event is supposed to help us, as a bridge, between that and that.
The bridge and them.
Yeah, the bridge. So the bridge connecting the Scottish people and the
African people.
To be honest.
So have you been racially abused before?
Oof. Have I been
racially abused before?
Racially abused. When I was in Nigeria, people have been, I've seen tribal Bibles also.
Okay.
So it's normal. It's about individual. Yes, I have.
How did you deal with it?
How did I deal with it? I regard the person as nobody. Yeah, because...
And everything the person was saying wasn't getting to you?
No, of course, you can't get to me because, racism is not... for me, racism is a thing of the mind. It's an attitudinal thing. Like I said earlier on, a black person can be racist towards a white, and a white person can be racist. It's not about the color, it's not about who the person is, about the attitude, it's about the mindset. So I've seen that, and every time I see anybody behave, racial towards me, I tend to look at the person as a low life. Yeah. So if you're enlightened enough, you understand that at the end of the day, when you close your eyes, we're all the same.
Intriguing. And then now we've talked about the start of your journey, the start of your bridge, why you're on the bridge. Of course, you're still on the bridge. And then we've talked about how everything has been for you. What are the visions and dreams you have for yourself for the coming, say, 3-5 years? What dreams do you have for yourself? Where do you see Festus?
in the next 5 years, I want to see Festus being a happy person. And happiness is relative. Happiness and success are relative. A lot of people will say, I want to be successful, I want to have mansions, I want to have this, I want to have that. But the one thing I want is, in the next 1 year, in the next 2 months, in the next 10 years, I want to have peace of mind. I want to be in a state where I can actually afford everything I want to afford, and at the same time, be happy enough to help people. That is what I want. That's the Festus I see. I always tell people one thing. I say success is not measured by material stuff. Success is measured per person, per time. What have you gotten right now? What do you want right now? Are you happy with what you have? Are you living? Are you surviving? Do you have what you want? Do you have what it takes? That's what determines if you're successful or not. That determines what you need to be. You don't have to say, oh, in the next 5 years. Some people, like I said, it's per person. Success being defined per person. One person can say, I want a private jet in the next 5 years. I want to own a multinational in the next 5 years. I want to own a corporation in 5 years. One other person can say, in the next 5 years, I want to be able to have enough to eat. It's not about individual purposes. For me, the next 5 years, and today and tomorrow, I want to have peace of mind. I want to be happy. I want to be able to have enough so I can help others.
Right. Thank you so much for that. And then, if you look back to your journey now, moving from Nigeria here, what are the things you feel like you would have done better? What are the things you feel like, I think I didn't do this one well. I shouldn't have done this one, but I did it. But what are the things you think like you would have done better if you look back?
The one thing I think I should have done better, and the one thing I would love to do better, is spending quality time with family.
So you miss family so much?
I miss family so much because, like I told you, I started hustling early in life. I've always been traveling, work here, work there. I think if I am able to find something I can actually do that can actually make me stable and stay close to family,
right,
yeah, I would trade that for everything else in life.
Right. And then, so are you looking forward to settling down again, marrying again, settling down in Scotland, or moving to another city, or moving to another country, or anything like that?
I'm just allowing life happen.
So if it comes, you're open to it?
Of course. I'm just allowing life happen.
Right.
And whether you like it or not, life will happen.
Intriguing. So we really appreciate you for your time on the Bridge and You podcast today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing with us all your truth. Thank you for unveiling who Festus actually is. I'll tell you for a fact that Festus is actually a very, very rare gem. I've experienced Festus personally, and I can tell you that he's a very, 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 very good one. And then again, I'll say a very big thank you. And to our viewers back home, I'll say a very big thank you to you as well. And I will say thank you so much for sticking with The Bridge and You. Thank you so much for sticking with TBAY and for this episode. And of course, we'll see you on the next episode. Thank you so much. And thank you, Mr. Festus.
Thank you very much.
Else to
just one last thing. There is no good person. There is no bad person. I mean, don't allow people to tell you someone is bad. Don't create enmity out of what you hear, from someone else, because the person that is bad to one person might be good to you. So leave your options open.
I think on that also, if somebody is telling me something bad about Festus, best believe that the person is also telling Festus something bad about me. That will actually work.
It's possible, but I can't really tell.
Well, I've experienced it. I mean, somebody told us something about you, and then we had to do all of that.
Always know one thing. No matter how bad they say someone is, you need to wait to get your own experience.
Right.
Because a bad person to someone, to Mr. A, can be a good person to Mr. B.
So your friend's enemy is not your own enemy?
No.
Right. Okay. We hope that in the coming years we'll have to review this again. We'll have to invite you again and see how far you've gone. So this is a challenge to you. Go out there, do much more for yourself, and then TBA will be watching, and we'll have you on another episode.
I'm happy to come back.
Definitely. Thank you so much again.
You're welcome. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.